top-notch protection and performance in the field. Our armor bundles provide unmatched safety and comfort, while our battle belts and holsters ensure quick and easy access to your gear. Stay prepared for any situation with our high-quality medical supplies, designed to keep you ready for action at all times. Looking to enhance your skills? Our firearms training programs will take your proficiency to the next level. Trust LT Defense for all your tactical gear needs and gear up for success on the battlefield.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to RJ Rantz, and I am your host, RJ Mack. I'm very happy to be here today with you at 6 o'clock p.m. on the Eastern Time. I'm wondering how all of you are doing all over this world. I'm doing great. I hope your day was good. We're going to have a good show today. I'm going to try to provide you guys with a lot of good information, especially you veterans out here. Like I told you before, one of the big things we're going to do is I like to go over the veterans newsletter. It gives you a lot of great information, and we're going to go through there and we're going to watch a few videos. We'll talk about the current events, especially that Diddy case, because it's big right now. I mean, we'll go through that, and then we'll end it with talking about some LSU football. We'll talk about some NFL football, and we'll go over what RJ thinks about what happened this weekend. Okay, let's get today started. How y'all doing today? Go ahead and hit that like and share button. Let everybody know. Go ahead and throw your name in the chat. Throw where you're calling from. We also got a call line too. We'll be sharing that number so you can call and text if you want to share your thoughts and you want to rant with RJ. So I'm gonna give everybody a few more minutes before we get started. We've got about 2 or 3 minutes. Like I said, it's 6:01 on the dot. Let's get it together. All right. So we got some good news for you today. The VA veteran letter, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you in a second, and we'll go over the VA veterans letter. I think they dropped some pretty good information in this last one. So like if you want to receive this email on a regular basis, again, go to va.gov. You can register on va.gov. That way you can receive this same email. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and there we go. So here we go. We'll start right now. So this is, like I said, the VA veteran email comes down and it gives you a few little links and some shares on what's going on in the VA. So at the top, we got this video. We're going to watch this video later on because I watched a piece of it, and he's actually really good. I watched a few of his videos. They're not very long. They're about 3 to 4 minutes, and he explains what's the difference between the 100% disability rating and the total disability individual unemployment rating and how that works as far as your if you have to work or not. They got a pretty good link up in here. It's 20% off. I looked at this. I actually went through shopping through here. If you click the link, it'll take you to their website, and you get 20% off when you check out for every purchase for veterans. Got to save money anywhere. For you all looking to start your own businesses, we're always looking for training. There's the VA does have a program that they point you to, the American Corporate Partners. It's a free entrepreneurship training and mentorship for post 9/11 veterans. You can apply for it here. Just click on the link and it'll take you to the website. It's taking forever.
We're having some issues with TikTok,
okay. So we'll keep going. So we get down to okay. So on if you also they have this Veterans Day Teachers Guide, and I guess that's to help teachers out. So I'm gonna keep scrolling. They have a lot of other stuff, videos on how to come up with upfront on avoiding foreclosure. I guess if you got a VA loan, they want to help you learn how to avoid foreclosure. Stuff for transitioning families. So in Dallas, if you're in Dallas, that's already passed by because, like I said, this came out on the 11th. But Dallas, they had a rural event, and this is the main video we're gonna watch. Since we're still coming just past 9/11, we're gonna watch this video on how to on veterans on managing PTSD. So you can hear other veterans who served in the post 9/11 era share their experiences on living with PTSD. These veterans discuss their emotions and symptoms and what led them to get the help that they needed to start their path. All right, to healing. So we're gonna watch that video. We're gonna probably stop it and pause it sometimes in between it. Let me go ahead and load that up right now because it may take some time. And then we scroll down here. So I hope you veterans down in Dallas got this notice beforehand that there was a corporate job opportunity fair for you. That's why it's important to sign up for this too, because you can get that notice in time. That way you can sign up if you're looking for a job and you know in your area that they're having an opportunity that's made directly for veterans. Okay. All right, so check on your veteran buddy. So this is a really good. So it's a good reminder to go ahead and check on your friends. You know, we're living in the era right now where we can contact our veteran friends real quickly. We don't have to jump through a lot of hoops. You can hit them up on social media. You can get their cell phone numbers now. So go ahead and check on your buddy, see how they're doing, and then here we go. We see another. If you drink coffee, there you go. You got another coffee. It's a veteran-owned. Alpha Coffee is offering buy one get one free. So they give you a code in here, and you can use that. So here's the video. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to start this video. Okay. I'm gonna pause it right here so we can go ahead and discuss. So as you can see, this video starts off. These veterans, they're all combat veterans. They suffered losses. You see, even one of the veterans, he even said he lost his father while he was in boot camp. So that can happen too. It's not just serving where you lose people. You know, you lose people in your troops, but while you're serving, you also lose family members.
RJ, hold on a second. For some reason, the thing that you're playing, it doesn't look like it's playing sound.
Oh, I'm not playing it right now.
Well, when you was getting ready to play it, it didn't look like it was playing sound at all.
Okay.
Okay. So just keep that in mind. Well, you're sharing the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We have to make sure that we're sharing the audio with the screen as well. So that first tab, when you do the share screen and you find that video, make sure at the bottom there's a little slider. You want to make sure that slide to the right. You see where it says share audio?
Share audio. So share screen. Okay, so yeah, that's to the right.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
To share audio tab.
It makes you feel any better. I'm having trouble with TikTok, so.
Okay. All right, we'll start the video again. Like I said, these three troops, they all they all they all have served in combat, and they're all talking about some of the trauma that they went through and how they handled it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the video up. If you can't hear, go ahead and throw in the comments if you can hear or not, if you're viewing. If not, we'll just keep going.
No, I'm still not hearing any audio. Send me the link.
You're still not hearing any audio?
Still not hearing any audio. Send me the link, and we'll you know what? We'll go on a music break, and when we come back, we'll get that. But yeah, send me the link.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go on our music break, and we'll be right back. Thank you all for tuning in to RJ Rantz. We'll be right back.
Stats tell that each day, 22 veterans commit suicide due to PTSD. These stats shook us and urged us to do our part. After hours and hours of thinking, Beekeeping for Veterans was born. Beekeeping for Veterans combines beekeeping with mindfulness meditation. Why combine them? Here's why. Beekeeping causes positive rush of adrenaline while beekeeping. You have to be calm during it. You are mindful of your movements. Each week, a veteran will receive a mindful meditation to build emotional and mental skill sets. Mindfulness is a set of 3 attentional skills that work together: concentration, sensory clarity, and equanimity, mental calmness, composure, evenness of temper. Every time mindfulness is practiced, we build these skills. Beekeeping for Veterans not only helps veterans overcome emotional trauma, but also aids our environment, as without bees, there is no food. Come forward. The people who have supported your country now need your support.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
All right.
All
welcome
right,
back
we're
to
back.
We're back. Thank you for joining us at RJ Rantz. Sorry about that. We were experiencing some technical difficulties, but we're going to keep it going. Let me see. I'm trying to find that link. Sorry, Joel. I'm trying to find the link on my phone because I tried to send it on.
That's okay. Like I said, we're already having trouble with TikTok, so I think it might be the internet. I don't know. TikTok, get up, stop, put your hands in the cans, just pop the top.
What's going on with TikTok?
Remember that commercial?
Yeah. Why is it not showing me this? I don't know why I'm not getting the letter on here. Where do I send it? Can I send it in our chat?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fine.
There we go.
Oh. Okay. Something's going on with TikTok, so we just ain't gonna do TikTok. So those that are watching TikTok, I apologize, but TikTok's just having some issues today. So here we go.
All right. So sorry about that. We're gonna get this video started. I don't know if y'all can hear us or not. But Joel reported that there was some he couldn't hear. So we're gonna get this audio up.
Right. The truck was hit with a Claymore-like IED. It looked like a giant shotgun had hit the truck. Knowing that could have been me was.
Can you hear it now, RJ?
Yeah, I can hear it.
My survivor's guilt.
We were right at the very beginning of the Iraq War. My squad leader was killed. And I looked up to him. I mean, so losing him was crazy.
Lost some friends when I was in, and even just in basic, my father died when I was in basic training, so that was a bit tough. I didn't deal with the emotions that much when I was in. I could see that I was having issues with it, but wasn't willing to talk about it. There was a point after Afghanistan where I was like crying myself to sleep a lot of nights. I'd wake up the next day and almost forget that even happened.
You just
Go
kind of
ahead,
pushed
pause
it
it
out
for
of
me,
your
Jeff.
brain because you had so much else going on. So you didn't really even think about it or process it at the time at all.
Yep.
Okay. So like as we was covering before we ended, these are veterans who served. They've seen combat. They had things happen in combat. They also had things happen when they were at home. I mean, they had things happen at home. Like you hear the one guy, he just said he had his father pass away. So once again, like I said, those things can happen. You have family and friends that pass away while you're in boot camp. You have family and friends that pass away while you're deployed. And then you can also have your friends die and get killed or injured while they're out in combat with you. So that's what they're talking about, and then they're going to go over some of the things that how it affect their lives. All right, thank you. Press play.
And then as the months started going by, then it was like my brain suddenly started remembering all this stuff.
When I came home, I wasn't the same. You know how some people, they say they have a short fuse? I almost had no fuse. And it was to the point where if I got angry for any type of reason, I would immediately just chew somebody out as if I was a drill instructor in the Marine Corps.
Being highly aggressive or being hypervigilant and not really showing any type of empathy or sympathy.
Just being very paranoid of loud noises, jackhammers, cars suddenly, zooming past this on the street.
I was still drinking a lot to like use that as like self-medication, and
Go ahead
I
and pause
just
it for
was
me.
emotionally just completely shut off. I did my diligence.
Okay, so I mean, a lot of us can relate to what they just talked about, right? They all said pretty much the same thing. Pretty much everything, all their symptoms were pretty much in common. Very quick to be agitated. Depression. That comes from depression. That comes from being sad. That comes from being stuck in the past. Things like that, and that affects a lot of us, especially veterans, and people with PTSD outside of that. So just to hear those commonalities, I hope that helps some of you understand that you're not alone and that this is something that a lot of people are affected by. Go ahead. You can press play for me. Scroll back just a couple seconds for me. There we go. Yeah, that's good.
Drinking a lot to like use that as like self-medication, and I just was emotionally just completely shut off. I did my diligent research just reading about all of this and could see that like I checked almost every box for PTSD.
So I went to the vet center in Corona and I started seeing a counselor there. So she basically educated me about what was happening in my brain so that I was able to understand why I was having the reactions that I was having so that I could learn to manage them.
The psychologist would sit there and go through very detailed questions to have you remember very detailed things about the past.
They taught like a daily practice of meditation. They taught about PTSD
Go ahead and hit pause for me.
and how it affects the brain.
For me, what was the most effective was signing up for group therapy.
Okay, so I just want to point out one key thing that they're talking about right now is they went out and they sought the help. Like they realized what was going. They went and they found out what was going on. Like the guy said, he checked all the boxes. So I'm guessing he went and did some research. Looking up the symptoms, seeing why he was agitated, why he was drinking a lot, why he felt so depressed all the time, why he couldn't stop having flashbacks or whatever. So he went out and he sought the help. The old saying is you can take a horse to the water, but you can't force the horse to drink the water. So I don't want to sound harsh, but if you know you're going through these things, you have to let someone know. You know, you have to be willing to accept the help and search and help. We can help you search. People can assist you with searching out help, and we can help you. You know, talked about, but you have to be able to you have to go out and search for it yourself and realize what's going on. Acceptance is the first step. Can you scroll back just maybe 5 or 10 seconds?
Okay. I'm trying, RJ. When we pause it, the internet lags. It's not strong enough.
Okay.
PTSD and how it affects the brain.
For me, what was the most effective was signing up for group therapy. That I actually liked and enjoyed because I could meet up with other vets. I didn't feel like it was just me dealing with my issues. I've been on an uphill swing now for a while, which has been amazing.
My mom definitely has noticed that I'm a lot more kind to people now. I'm a lot more patient, and I'm more positive now than I've ever been.
If I didn't have the tools given to me through my therapies, my therapist, my mental health provider, you know, I don't think I would be here.
When you can tell your story and let people know like what you've been through and just admit and accept that what happened, like that's when you're going to heal.
Okay. All right. So that was a really good video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helped connect you with other veterans that you could see. And they're talking about, you know, I like how they gave suggestions on what was given to them, recommendations. You know, mindfulness is a huge one. It's a big one. I do mindfulness every day. There's I can't go through my day without at least doing some breath work or some meditation, because it helps me focus and it helps me stay within the here and the now. You know, it helps you stay present and it helps you concentrate. It also helps you focus on what you should be focused on, which is joy, and just happy that you are here to present another day. Just to show you guys real quickly where this website came from. So this is the website that the video was on. It's called maketheconnection.net. They have different resources on here. They have more videos, they have more stories, they have podcasts, they have different financial issues, they have stuff for you to reach out for retirement age. You got signs and symptoms. It tells you, you can go through here and you can look through different symptoms that you may be having to see if those are what affected you. You got treatment support. So here's another place. Like when the guy was saying he checked out all the boxes, this is something where he was probably talking about he checked out all the boxes. A self-assessment. Self-awareness is crucial in your healing process. You must become self-aware, and you must be honest with yourself. You cannot lie to yourself or you will not heal properly. So go ahead and do stuff like that, like take the self-assessment. I'm thinking I'm gonna take that tonight after we get off with this. And down at the bottom, you see they got the more links. They have more links to, you know, signs and symptoms, you know, guilt. Some people suffer from guilt. Like the guy said, he has survivor remorse from him surviving and his friends not surviving. So, and then they also have local, this is a really big one right here too, that I saw down here. They have a behavior health treatment locator. So you can locate resources to get help. And then they have a national resource directory. Get help if you need it. I don't want to lose no more friends. And I definitely don't want my kids to lose me. So I got help. I want you to get help too. Don't just sit back and be depressed. Don't just sit back and feel like you want to die. That's not the way you want to live. You want to wake up and you want to feel joy. You want to feel happiness. You want to feel love, and you want to exude that to everyone. So go ahead and get help if you need it. I encourage you to do so. We're going to watch the next video. I think is going to really help explain to people.
Hey, RJ, just giving you
about the pauses.
Well, the internet's not great, So I don't even. I'm okay. So Terry says it's not freezing, so it must be my internet.
Okay. Did Terry say she
Go
can hear
ahead.
my video?
No, she can hear it.
Okay.
We,
So I'll
we
just play it.
I thought it was locking, but evidently I don't know what I'm talking about. So
I'll just play it from mine. You do know what you're talking about. I'm gonna play it from mine, and then that way I can control it. Okay.
A veteran who is receiving 100% VA disability is able to work. But before I dive into the details, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe, which helps the SITREP in its mission of connecting veterans with the benefits they have earned and deserve. So let's get into it. There are essentially two ways a veteran is awarded 100% VA disability. Either they reach 100% through VA's schedule of ratings, which could be one or more conditions or illnesses that add up to 100% service connection, or a veteran can receive 100% VA disability through total disability based on individual unemployability, also known as TDIU. With
Go
regard
ahead.
to being rated 100% through VA's schedule of ratings, a veteran can work without any restriction, and there are no limits on the type of employment.
Okay. So if you were listening to what he just explained, there are two different 100%. So you got the 100% disability rating, and then you have the total disability unemployment rating. So understand that there are two different ones, and you get rated on two different scales on each one. So he's going to explain a little bit more. Thanks, Joe. You can press play. I won't actually pause it again.
Employment you seek or the income level you reach. You could be Elon Musk and still receive 100% VA disability. However, when it comes to TDIU, things change. With TDIU, a veteran is receiving the benefit because they are unable to maintain substantially gainful employment due to service-connected disabilities. Okay, what does that mean? It means that a veteran does not have a rating of 100%, but due to the seriousness of certain injuries or illnesses, they just aren't able to work. So veterans in this situation can apply for TDIU, and if approved, they are paid at the 100% rate, even though they are actually rated less than 100%. Given this reason, veterans on TDIU are generally not allowed to work full-time in a way that provides substantially gainful employment. However, a veteran may engage in marginal employment, such as part-time work or work in a protected environment, such as a family business, but it cannot exceed certain income thresholds, which is typically around the poverty level, which does change. So make sure you keep up on that from year to year. In summary, can you work if you are a veteran with 100% VA disability? Yes, you can.
Uh-oh.
But if you are a veteran receiving TDIU, there are limitations, and we definitely do not want to see happen. If you have questions or concerns regarding this issue, I've included some helpful links in the video description below, or you can always call 1-800-MY-VA-411 and chat with an expert. As always, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes of the SITREP.
Hey folks, connecting with your benefits is our primary mission, and the SITREP is providing more options than ever.
Subscribe to our free email newsletter.
All right, so that video was a very good video, and it explained a lot. So like he said, there's 100% disability, and then there's TDIU. So with the 100% disability, yeah, you can work. Like you said, you could be freaking Elon Musk and still get your 100% VA disability and work and do your thing, earn extra income, earn your income regularly. But then with TDIU, you do got to be a little bit careful. TDIU it means you're totally disabled, unemployed, things like that. Joel, do you know anyone on TDIU?
I do not. Then again, I think it's really important to let all veterans know. keep that stuff kind of like private. Don't tell people, hey, I'm 80% or 100%, because then it kind of starts into a dick measuring contest, and we don't want that, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know any veteran that I don't even know if I'm on that, to be honest with you.
Okay. Honestly, I didn't know the differences before he started explaining it. So I probably had that same question before. And for those of you who have a question on how can you file, you could file yourself right here by going to choose.va.gov, not VDA, choose.va.gov. And right here, you see where it says overview of VA disability compensation. You can take a view at that and play that video. You can also go and right here, you can apply online. Now, most likely it is going to direct you to sign in. So it'll take you to the same place if you went to va.gov, and you will go through this, and then it'll explain everything to you. There's also some organizations that can help you file if you need help filing. Some people do it, lawyers do it, but you could do it on your own because, like I said, right here is right here. How do you file? And you can file online by clicking there, or you can file by mail, or you can go in person and take your application to the nearest VA office, and they'll help you. Like I said, in option 5 was with the help of a trained professional, so you can work with an accredited attorney, claims agent, or VSO organization representative. I found one in Santa Clara, California, a VSO.
And I always strongly encourage other veterans to do
This is just
this. But the
for
easiest,
people who may be looking for support.
but RJ, the easiest thing is a veteran, if they can locate their VA regional center and go there, they can print their DD-214 right from there, and they have VSOs there at the VA regional center that they can enroll with.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna show that too. Yeah, this is just for veterans in Santa Clara County. Just to let you know, this place right here that actually will help you out too. It's a VSO office. You do need to go in and set an appointment. They don't really do walk-ins. You can walk in and set an appointment. So that's just for the Santa Clara veterans, Santa Clara, California. I'm showing that to you because I'm familiar with them. Like Joel said, you can always go to the VS. What did you say? Say it again one more time, Joe.
The VA regional center. So whatever state you're in, there's a VA regional center that's near you. Go there and they'll set you up with everything. I don't know why the VA doesn't push that. I think it might be because VA healthcare doesn't really talk to VA benefits, but they really need to.
Okay. So like Joe was saying, I'm just looking it up right now. So the VA regional office near me is in Atlanta. It's in Decatur. So you could go there. I think that's the option that it was talking about where it says go in person. Yeah, VA regional office. Yeah, that was option 3. So when it was saying go in person. So you can go there like Joel said, and you can do it. Or like I said, if you don't have adequate rides, or you're very tech friendly and you can do things on your own, you can file it on your own online where it says start your application, and it gives you the steps here. Okay. So if you got any other questions or anything, reach out to the VA regional office or go to va.gov. I'm willing to, if you know me personally, I'm willing to answer any of your questions for what I know, or I'm willing to point you out to anybody that I know the answers to your questions. Okay, Joel, I think it's time for another break. We're going to take another.
She's from Alabama. I called her red-handed, drinking whiskey on Saturday night. I can't imagine I'm overreacting. She's losing her mind. I met her mama and told her about her problems, how it's happened now a couple of times. And girl, I'm sorry, I'll be gone by the morning, cause you ain't the marrying type. Well, she's got a way with words and I know it hurts. So boy, just protect your pride. And girl, that's the way it works, and we ain't the first ones tricked by the morning light. So we came up, make love, then we take some. Stay up, wake up all the neighbors. Yeah, I swore I was done with her, but she's got a way with words. Yeah, she's got a way with words. And I swore I was done with her, but she's got a way with words. I wasn't honest, if I'm being honest. I fed her a couple of lies, and now she's calling me, going on and on about another guy. So I take the bottle off the counter and I pour one. She's the only reason that I always gotta pour up. And ain't it funny that I bought the bottle for us? I'm the only one who's drinking now, baby. Well, she got away with words and I know it hurts. So boy, just protect your pride. And girl, that's the way it works, and we ain't the first ones tricked by the morning light. So we came up, make love, then we take some. Stay up, wake up all the neighbors. Yeah, I swore I was done with her, but she's got a way with words. Yeah, she's got a way with words, and I swore I was done with her, but she's got a way with words. Yeah, I swore I was done with her, well, she's got a way with words.
All right, we are back, and that was a good video. I actually like that video. She got away with words. That was a good one. All right, so we're back, and we went over some VA stuff. The VA
And-
how to find.
And Terry wrote to us, said the each county in each state has a VSO office unless the county is really small. So that's
Okay.
something to keep in mind as well. I know Kokomo, Indiana, they don't really have a VSO, and if they do have a VSO, you know, he only comes in for holidays.
Yeah, that Santa Clara one, that's the VSO that I showed you for Santa Clara, and they're a decent sized office. They probably got about 4 or 5 people working in there. They're a decent sized office. They get a lot. It's when I remember when I first got there, that was a line, a nice line up there to go and receive help, especially because around that time, I think when I filed around the time a lot of Vietnam veterans were starting to file because they were starting to retire. They were around that age, so the line was kind of long, so you got to get there on time. So we went over some VA stuff, VA disability, how to file, the difference between 100% and TDUI. We also went over some ways to manage your PTSD. We saw some veterans. So let's get into some regular stuff, some current events, some news and things. So one thing we're gonna talk about the biggest thing, because this guy was like huge when I was growing up. You know, he's still huge, but when I was growing up is when he was really on his come up, and that's Diddy. So we're going to talk about Diddy and his arrest. Diddy was arrested earlier on charges of sexual trafficking and different things. We'll go over the full breakdown of that, but that was pretty crazy, man. I mean, I seen a picture of his little lube chamber. So they said when he was arrested, when they went in his house, they found over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube. That's crazy. Like, what you doing in there, Diddy? With 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Maybe he was getting ready for a Halloween party, like one of those, like you tie the spoon around the rope and you make it go through your clothes and through the next person. I don't know exactly what you would use KY with a pumpkin, but yeah.
He was really trying to look like the Silver Surfer. He was trying to really get it shiny. So we'll go over. For those of you who aren't familiar, I'll go ahead and I'm going to read from the Hollywood Reporter. They have a article on this. They talk about the timeline with Diddy. So we all know on September 17th, he was arrested in Manhattan on charges including sex trafficking, forced labor, coercion to engage in prostitution, narcotics, and distribution. I also heard there was an arsenal charge on that too. This all kind of started boiling down for Diddy. I don't know. He's getting charged by the New York District Attorney. He's probably going to get more charges from California, I heard. But let's go down the timeline. Diddy did enter a no guilty plea after the charges. His attorney, he said they're saying it's an unjust persecution. So he's still denying a lot of things. We saw what happened. We're going to go over the case, what started. So his ex-girlfriend, Cassidy, in November 16th, 2023, dropped a lawsuit on him, alleging years of sexual abuse, harassment, and rape during the relationship she entered in with Combs and remained in for years. Cassie also alleged in the suit that Combs made a threat to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Later, the rapper's car exploded, and Cudi confirmed a version of events detailed in her suit. So that's where the arson charge come from. He blowing up people's cars. It's like some movie crap. Her case was filed under New York's Adult Survivors Act. If you're not familiar with that act gave adult survivors some time for if their actions happened before the cutoff date, they gave them like a year, I believe, a year or two to file their lawsuits, and they did. Diddy settled that in a day, so they settled it out of court. They didn't disclose the lawsuit. The timeline keeps going on. So another young lady and same thing named Joe Dixon on the same November 23rd, just a couple weeks afterwards, she filed her suit. She said that she was about 9. She on the date when she was 19 in 1990. So the case says same thing, drugged and raped and teenager while videotaping the attack, while another anonymous lawsuit alleged Combs is accused of, along with singer Erin Hall, of sexually assaulting S.A., a female, then beating her days later. Wow. So Diddy a devil. That's what they're trying to say. So they're trying to say Diddy is a demon. Diddy's out here blowing up cars. Well, we know what he did to Cassidy because because we saw what happened on the video. The video came out showing him beating her in that hotel room. So we know that is true. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Y'all can see this article with me. Go through this together. It's a long article, but so we're gonna skim through it real quick. We're not gonna do the whole thing. Okay. So on December 6th, you see Combs was involved in a gang essay in 2003 where he allegedly drugged the accuser, who was 17 years old at the time. 2 other men have been accused in this alleged assault with the victim. Your names, you can look it up. So Combs backlash after this accusation down. So he came down. He stepped down as the chair of revolt after that. And then famous Lil Rod drops a lawsuit accusing him of SA and forcing the upstart producer to engage with prostitute, ingest drugs, and engage in various uncouth activities. The complainant details 14 months He also alleged that Puffy stiffed him on the work that he did on the album that was a Grammy nominated album. So, and it keeps going on and on, man. I don't know if I'm going to sit here and read all this because even his son, wow. So, in April 2024, a lawsuit implicated Christian Combs, the rap allegedly sexually essaying that allegedly involved in a staff member on a yacht that has been charted by a Billard rapper. So they saying he drugged. He said, "Yeah, I read a report too that went a little bit more in detail. The same thing, the drugging, the drugging, and then the essay right after that. So you got more stuff that goes down, offensive, all the way up, and you see Howard. They revoked. So different things came from that. And like Howard revoked his honorary degree that it handed him because I guess he attended Howard, but I'm guessing he didn't actually graduate from Howard. They gave him an honorary degree. So here we go. Cross attorney issued a motion on Lil Rod's case. So Don Richards, this is a new one. Don Richards, she was in the Danny Kane. She filed a lawsuit against Diddy, and she's one of the big reasons why. Just to let y'all know, Diddy's just to jump a little forward and ahead in the case. Diddy's bail got dismissed. So no bail, and she's one of the big reasons why, because Diddy called her 54 times after she filed this case. Ain't that crazy? So they really trying to do, because so they know Diddy they're alleging that Diddy is a witness intimidator. So that's what he does. So just to catch y'all up on a little bit, here we go. September 16th. That's when we caught up. That's when they arrested him and an indictment in an unsealed case. So he had this indictment and he stood in front of a judge. The judge faulted him with a $60 million bond, but the judge decided that he would be detained until his trial. So what this article don't mention is Diddy tried to put up his house for $48 million and another house, I think it was his mom's house, to try to equal out the $60 million bond, but that didn't go through. The judge said no. They were able to present that he is a danger to the public. All right, so we stop presenting and we're done with the Diddy coverage. If you got any more questions or case, you can go ahead and look that up. That's probably the biggest case right now that's going down in criminal trial, besides whatever's going on with Donald Trump, because we know he got a lot of trials going on. And I don't want to talk about that right now. We'll talk about that later. So what we want to talk about is college football. But the game of the week was LSU versus South Carolina. Yeah, and the end of score, you see what it is. LSU won 36-33. If you tuned into this game, this was a great game because it started off, LSU was down. They were down in the first half. They went down by 17 points. I mean, when I say South Carolina came out clicking on all cylinders, they came out clicking on all cylinders. That young man, Sellers, he's the quarterback for South Carolina. The young man is the truth, man. He can play. But unfortunately, what ended up happening with him was he ended up suffering an ankle injury. I think it was around the second quarter. It was in the third quarter. And that was already when LSU was starting to have their comeback. As you can see, they came back with a good touchdown rush from Duran. And that's what LSU needs. LSU has been looking for running backs. We haven't had our star running back in a long time. We had Jaden last year. Jaguar White did scoop all of this. Jaguar White and there was a psychic who actually said something about this like a year or two ago. She predicted Diddy was going to go down. But yeah, talking about college football still. So as we can see, South Carolina ended up losing the game. I think their kicker ended up missing the field goal to try to tie the game. So LSU is ranked number 16 now, college football rankings. So we'll go over, there's more scores. Oregon hasn't played yet, so we're still waiting. This is going to be next week. This is going to be next. This is the schedule for the next couple of weeks. I love college football, man. This is the most wonderful time of the year for me. I love Saturday mornings. I wake up. Saturday mornings for me for college football is like Saturday mornings when you woke up as a kid, looking forward to the cartoons. I wake up, That's the main thing I miss about living on the West Coast is waking up early in the morning to college football. So here we go. Boston College ended up losing to Mizzou. I thought they was going to have that. Wisconsin, I thought they were going to have a chance, but they ended up losing their starting quarterback. And Alabama just went in there and whooped on them. Notre Dame, blah. They beat Purdue, blah. Notre Dame is still trash, blah. Trash Notre Dame. I can't believe they even got a chance to still make it to the college playoffs. Like, what is the point of the college playoff if a team can lose 2 games in a row, one to a sorry-ass team, and still make the college football? Because it's Notre Dame stuff.
Hey, you better watch it. There's some loyal Notre Dame fighting.
I don't care. They can say whatever they want to say.
They're almost as bad as Raider fans.
They should not make the college football playoffs. I don't care. Notre Dame, you know it. Y'all know it within y'all heart, Notre Dame. Every year, if y'all make it to the college football playoff, y'all not winning the national championship because your team is trash. Your coach is trash. Trash. And you can take that to the bank. I said it. Oregon ended up winning their rival game last week against Oregon State. That was actually a really good game. I tuned into that one. There was one game that I wanted to point out. I think it was Notre Dame. Yeah, that was Notre Dame that I wanted to point out. That was RJ's rant right there about Notre Dame. Boo. I can't believe Georgia had that many problems with Kentucky, but they did. But they got the so-called Heisman front runner. I still don't know how anybody can be a front runner over Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is the best college football player. So period. So we're going to take one more last break, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap up the show. We'll talk about some NFL highlights and talk about what happened in the NFL, and then we'll go ahead and end it.
Hold on, things are dizzy, spinning rapidly. To miss another beat is such a tragedy. Now this moment feels like all eternity. It should feel so comfortable. It's all in the secrets of the open hearts club. Tear it down, there is no need to scream and shout. When everything seems crazy, reflection now. A peace of mind should not include deception's help. It should feel so comfortable. All lives tear into the scene, leaving dry taste in our memories. How can we all find change? It's all in the secrets of the open hearts.
Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Hello, welcome back to RJ Rantz, and we're on our last few minutes, but what we're going to do is talk about some NFL. We're going to give a shout out to the best team in the NFL right now, especially the NFC South.
Watch it.
The NFC South champions this year. Number one team is the Saints. I don't know if y'all saw my boys, but my boys stumped all over them Cowboys. Stumped all over them boys. Sent them, went to Jerry's World, and we went and we had a second line party around Jerry's World. Oh, it was a good Sunday. Boy, look at that boy Derek Carr. He was representing, man. Everybody was talking trash about my homie.
Your video and
look
stuff
at my boy with that play action and that
second
one.
Team.
Yeah, buddy. Hey. It's all because it's the Cowboys. I mean, that's why it's lagging. It's showing the Cowboys.
No, it could be the Saints. It could be the Saints. They've only been lagging for the last 5 years. It could be the Saints.
They're never the Saints. Never the Saints. Going over the NFL weekend real quick before we had in. The Vikings beat the 49ers. The Bucks beat the Lions. Oh, Bucks. Well, the Jets beat the Titans. Oh, wow. I can't believe the Titans lost. The Chargers are actually becoming formidable, man. We see Harbaugh over there turning it around. So we're going to have to watch out for them Chargers, man. The Seahawks are sneaking past. Somebody called them a faker, though. I did watch this Giants and Commanders game. That was kind of – I feel bad, man, because Jalen – I'm waiting for Jaden. Jaden had to go to
I got a bit of breaking news. Tennessee Volunteers are going to up their ticket prices 10% starting 2025 as a talent fee. Basically,
I heard about that.
Tickets are going to be more expensive for a more quote unquote talented team. Yeah.
And listen, anybody who's ever purchased college football tickets to teams like Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, LSU, them tickets are more expensive than I've been to NFL games, and those college tickets are more expensive than NFL games already.
And also, it's not confirmed. It's kind of rumored, but just throwing it out there in case you was wondering. So I guess Jalen Reagor on his Instagram, he posted a picture of a very, very nice, expensive car, like right under like a trailer thing. I don't know why a football player would be living in a trailer, but it looks like a trailer thing. And the comments in there is saying that they think he just got cut from the Patriots practice squad after he posted the picture on the Instagram story. So something to keep your eyes open for.
Yeah, I saw that one. He had a Bugatti underneath in a trailer.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what cars are.
It was a Bugatti. That's crazy. So before we end it, I do want to mention one thing and go on a rant on. We do play the Philadelphia Eagles, and honestly, I was trying to take it easy on you Eagles, but y'all make me so sick right now. You had one job. One job.
And
that was to beat the Falcons.
You know, I think Philadelphia Eagle fans are probably the most aggressive fans that I've ever met. And that's even versus Raider fans. I mean, they threw eggs. No, was it eggs or was it apples? They threw apples at Santa when he visited them that year.
You ever been to Philly?
Huh?
You ever been to Philly?
I have been to Philly one time, yes.
Yeah. You can see when you go to Philly. They're it's kind of odd because they're nice, but they also Philly at the same time. So but Philly, y'all really need to get it together because we gonna whoop y'all this weekend. See, what we was trying to do was give you a chance to get you a win against them sorry pigeons, them Falcons, and then you come down and you get your butt whooped by us. But now you got to suffer this loss where Saquon Barkley, you was sitting there doing all that bragging about Saquon, about how y'all stole him from the Giants, and here he go, dropping the pass. Oh, my goodness. That's the end of my rant. The Falcons suck. They really suck. They really, 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 really suck.
They really suck.
I live in Falcon
really
territory.
suck.
And I get harassed all the time for wearing my Saints gear, so I'm going to let y'all know what I think about the Falcons, and the Falcons suck.
Oh, no. We suck again.
Yeah, they suck again. All right, so we're going to get ready to go up on out of here. I want to thank everyone who tuned in today. Keep everything in mind that I said, especially in the beginning. If you need help, please seek help. Reach out to a friend. Reach out to a relative. You're not in this alone. The VA helpline, suicide line is on there. You can always call them and they'll jump on you real quick.
You might have hurt Philadelphia Eagles' feelings.
I don't care. We're gonna hurt their feelings this weekend. We're gonna hurt their feelings again this weekend.
Hey, I tell you what, watch how much you write that check for, because your ass got to cash it if that thing comes down. Doesn't get there, I know. I'm a Bronco fan. I'm used to it.
I'm good. I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready for them. I don't think they can handle us. But everybody, please tune in to MBR Radio. I forgot to mention that we're on Amazon. We're on Fire Stick. We're on Roku. All you gotta do is go in the search button and you type in MB Radio.
RJ, now Amazon Fire Stick is the same thing. It's a company.
So I tried to mix them together.
Right. So it's Amazon Fire Stick, which is like a little, it almost looks like a Snicker bar, just so you guys go in Walmart and get one. Okay. It's like $30. And then you have the Roku.
All right. So you can tune in to there. You can always catch us on Facebook too. Social media, Facebook, Internet. Go Broncos.
Yes. I like Terry. I don't like you.
I like Terry. I like Terry, but you coming on. All right, Terry. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day, and thank you so much for tuning in to RJ Rantz. Please tune in next Wednesday at the same time, 6:00 p.m. Eastern. Love you,
ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.